Good day. Today we're looking at side, 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 and side angle side congruence problems. So let's jump right in and talk about what's going on here. So when I am doing these, looking at the data from last year on these tests and quizzes, the biggest shortcoming, the biggest issue students have is with labeling. Okay, and we've talked about that before, and that's a real point of emphasis for us, is to get down what we know. Okay, start with what we know. So if I'm looking at this triangle right here, okay, I would just look at it like this. I've got side here, angle here, okay, and that's the same as this side and this angle here. Okay, and then this side is obviously the same as itself. So I've got another side here. Okay, so you can either go from left to right or right to left, or counterclockwise or clockwise, but what you have here is side angle side. And what you have here is side angle side. Whether you go, left to right or right to left, you're still going to get side angle side. So they are congruent. So we would say congruent. Oh, that's pi. Woo! Let's change that. Holy cow. Congruent by side angle side. Okay. Now let's look at this one. Okay. Now I've got side angle, and then right here I've got a side. So it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good so far. And I've got side angle side here. Okay, we're in a good place with that. Alright, let's look at this other one. Well, I've got side angle. Alright, and if I tried to go this way, I'd have side angle side. However, they really need to be next to each other. Okay? And as you can see, this one, if we went in order, angle, side, side, that says a bad word. So there is none of that in geometry. There is no donkey in geometry. So this one looks good, that one does not look good, and you should be pretty aware that that does not look good. So this is not congruent. Okay. So that's like those couple here. Let's go down to these down here. So right here I've got side, side. They go in order, left to right, right to left. That looks pretty good. Same with this one, side, side, side. Yep, all good. So these are congruent. Gosh, I keep doing pi. Must really want some pie. Soon enough, next week, Thanksgiving. Congruent by side, side, side. Okay, so let's take a step back and talk about what these things are. Okay, so side, side, side. Alright, so side, side, side. If the three corresponding sides of a triangle are congruent, then the triangles are congruent. Okay, and I should have said this earlier, but make sure you're getting all this down, and when you collect it, when I collect this, when you turn this in, we're going to give you a grade based on having all of this. So let's hit side angle side really quick as well. So side angle side, the key takeaway here in the kind of cheater definition is two sides are congruent and the included angle. Okay, so we talked about included like last chapter or last week. So included angle, like if this is side 1 and this is side 2, this is the included angle. We talked about batteries not included, so it's in the box. Alright, so let's look at one more. Let's hit 8. So side angle, that's going to be the same side. That angle is included. And then let's look at the top one. Side angle side. And again, that angle is included because it is between the two sides. So this is congruent. I am over 3 on the pi and congruent things. Wow. Congruent by side angle side. Woo! Alright. So that is that. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to handle one other kind of problem, and then we'll call it good. Okay, make sure you have all this stuff down so we can get full credit on the notes. All right, so these are a little bit different. Okay, so state what additional information is required in order to know that the triangles are congruent. All right, for the given reason. Okay, so a little review here. We should know that this angle is the same as this angle. Excuse me, because these are vertical. Okay, so we know that those are the same there. Okay, so now it's just a matter of getting the other side. So we've got side angle, and then the side we're looking for is going to make that angle included. So it's going to be this side. Okay, same thing here. I've got side angle, so it's going to be this side here to make it included. So how do I write that? I would start from the middle and work out in each case. So this one is IJ is congruent to IE. Those are segments. Okay? So if we are given that piece of information, that would make that the same as that. So now I have side angle side. And remember, for the angle, for it to be side angle side, this has to be an included angle. Okay? I get going too fast, as always, just raise your hand and we'll have whoever's driving the car pause it for a minute. Okay? So that is the side angle side problem as such. Let's look at another one. Okay, we'll just look at the one right beneath it. Okay? So first let's write down what we know. Got a side here. Got a side here. I know this side is the same as itself. Okay, so I'm going to put side here, side here. So what I'm left with is I have to get this side 1, 2, 3 to be this side 1, 2, 3, because then I will have all three sides. Okay. So order is important here. If you notice here, I start at the middle in each and worked out. And then for this one, I'm going to start from the middle and work out. You can start from the outside and work in. It doesn't matter as long as they correspond. So Z comes from the side with 2, and we're going to the side with 1. So let's say that ZY, and again I'm going this way, ZY segment is going to be the same as XD. Right, starting from the double, going to the single. Those are congruent. Okay? So that's it. So a lot of writing down what we know, a lot of identifying, and make sure you have all this stuff down. And when you do these problems, I want to see this going down on the paper. And if you don't know, as always, just give us what you do know. Alright, that is it for this lesson. Hope that makes sense, and we'll work on some practice problems.